Bonjour, it's me again, Nancy Christopher, the founder and president of the Sugar and Stillettos Charitable Foundation, whose, as you might recall if you've watched other webisodes, mission is to feed as many women, children, and families as possible in our own community who are suffering from hunger and food insecurity. And I am happy to say we are at our 10th year, and we have raised and dispersed almost $600,000, providing almost 2.4 million meals. Ooh la la, poof. Anyways, I just love to do that. Anyways, all right, so today we're going to make Aunty Barbara's sour cream coffee cake in honor of my dad, my beloved dad's birthday, which is on Valentine's Day. And this was his favorite cake. He would give you the shirt off his back, but with this cake, absolutely not. So my Aunty Barbara always had to make two. She made one for him and then one for the rest of us. And he would eat his cake and then he would slice up the rest of it, put it in his drawer in the freezer, and then take one out at a time to eat. Now this is a man who couldn't find a fork in his own kitchen, but he knew exactly to the second how many seconds in the microwave it took to defrost his favorite cake or cookie. So here we go. Again, you could have a little champagne while you bake. Now again, not advocating, but just saying if you'd like to. And I'd like to. All right, here we go. So the first thing is not to worry. All the ingredients is on the website, sugarandstilettos.com. The recipe's there. You go to the website, you go on the recipe page, voila. So just sit back and enjoy us putting together this great cake. Okay, first thing you do, you preheat the oven to 350. Then you take half a cup of Crisco lard. That's shortening, I guess is the nicer way to say it. And you put it in your mixer, okay? And then you add 1/2 cup of butter, so that softened, of course, to room temperature. All right, so we're gonna put that in there. Don't have to be, all neat about it. There you go. And then we're gonna put this down, lock it up, and we're gonna cream it. Okay, so now we have creamed the Crisco and the butter, and you can see it's all lovely. And maybe just scrape the sides of the bowl. There we go. Just to get everything in the center there. All right. Now we're going to add the 2 eggs, which were room temperature, and we've beaten them slightly. Okay, so that goes in. Voila. Beautiful. And we put 1 1/4 cup of sugar. Voila. And then we put a cup of sour cream. That's why it's called sour cream coffee cake. You've got to have your sour cream. Okay. Let's get all of that out because that makes such a nice crumb on the cake. The sour cream makes it light. Lovely, lovely, lovely. And then 1 teaspoon of vanilla. And just so you know, just for like basic baking information, you could also use vanilla paste. It's a direct, correlation. 1 teaspoon of vanilla paste equals 1 teaspoon of vanilla. So if you don't have one or the other, you could use it. All right, so now we are going to started off a little too high there on the mixer. I get excited. I get excited about this. All right. You can see how that's turning out nice and smooth, soft. Okay. That's good. So you can see that. We're gonna scrape down the sides again. All right, and now we're gonna add the flour, all right? And the flour is 2 cups of cake flour. And then, let's see I can't remember exactly. 1 teaspoon of baking soda and a half a teaspoon of 1 teaspoon of baking powder and half a teaspoon of baking soda. And so we've prepared this in this little bowl and we whisk it away to mix all the ingredients. Okay? And now we're gonna put them over here in the bowl with the rest in the mixer bowl with the rest of the ingredients. And we'll put this down again. And now we're gonna go slow so the flour doesn't go all over the place because it tends to do that. If I did what I did with the batter, Joshua would be covered in flour. All right, now we can increase it just a little bit because now the flour is more integrated. See, look at that silky, silky smooth batter. Okay, that's it. Beautiful. And this is the batter that's going to go in the pan. You want to use a bundt pan. Here's the bundt pan. Voila, something pretty like this, because when it turns over, it ends up being very pretty. And you want to spray it with Pam as much as possible so that it doesn't stick when you take it out of the pan. And then what you prepared ahead of time are 2 tablespoons of sugar and a 1/4 cup of chocolate sprinkles, 1/4 cup of walnuts, and a half a teaspoon of cinnamon. And you've mixed it all together. And we are going to have that in the middle of the cake and on the top of the cake. So, here we go. Well, excuse me. Another little piece of champagne. Thank you. Are we having fun? Are you having fun? Really, seriously? Because if you're not, whew, I just don't even know what to say. Okay, here we go. All right. So, Pam, this is the best baking spray. I've tried others and nothing compares. So, this is my recommendation. All right, here we go. See, look at that. You just want to get it. You don't want any problems getting this baby out of the pan at the end of the day. Okay, here we go. We did that. Now, we're going to take half of these and we're going to put them at the bottom here because this will end up being the top. You see? That looks very pretty. All right. So, we've done that. Okay, now we're going to take this. Yes, we are. I've said we are. There we go. First, you want to get all the batter off that you can because you don't want to miss any of it. So take your little spatula, get it off of the attachment. Yes, okay. All right. That's just going to have to be good enough. All right, so now we're going to take this over here to our pan. And we're going to put half of the batter over the topping part. Okay? All right. Oh, here we go. We're going to smooth it around. Just gentle. Beautiful. Beautiful. And now we take what we have left in the bowl and we put it here. Now these will end up being in the middle of the cake. So when you cut the cake open, you're going to have this on the top and then in the middle, which is the clincher. Yeah. Just doesn't get any better than this. All right. So now we take the rest of the cake batter and we put it here. Okay, don't miss a drop. Get everything that you can. And again, spread it around evenly. as evenly as you can. Beautiful. Now you are ready to put it in the oven. Okay? So your oven is preheated, like we said, to the 350. You're going to put it in. Voila. Encore, voila. And then you are going to set your timer to 25 minutes. This cake should take about 50 minutes to bake. So at 25 minutes, we turn it around to make sure that there's even baking. And then when we take it out, when it's ready, a toothpick put in the middle of it should come out clean. And then you know it's done. Okay, so now we just have to wait. Alrighty, see you soon. Okay, so now it's time to take the cake out. Oh, look at how beautiful. Gorgeous. We're gonna make sure, all right, before we have that we have the toothpick come out clean. Oh yeah, I can feel it. Voila, clean. Excellent. So we put this out. Turn off the oven. I have often forgotten to do that. It's not good, let me tell you. All right, so we've turned off the oven. We're gonna put this here. It has to cool in the pan for 20 minutes. Then we will turn it over, put on the powdered sugar, which is the pièce de résistance, take a taste, and then voila, you can make your own, sugarandstilettos.com on the recipe page. All right, see you soon. Okay, now the cake is ready to turn over. So this is what you do. You take your wire thing, wire rack, and you put it like this, and then you just flip it. Look at how beautiful. Huh? Gorgeous. Gorgeous. So now we're going to take this gently and put it on the pretty plate. There we go. And then the next step is get your sifter and you take a little powdered sugar. You really don't need much in the sifter at all, okay? It goes pretty far, just a little bit. Oh, I did too much. Anyways, doesn't matter. And here we go. So now we're gonna put our powdered sugar on top, the pièce de résistance. Voila, so it looks like snowfall on the cake. And then the last step is a taste. All right, so let's have a little taste. La 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 la. All right, so just a little teensy piece. Oh, see how that knife goes right through? All right, now look at that. See? And just like I told you, the middle, right? You have your stuff. All right, so let's have a taste. All right, let's see. Oh, that is so good. Wish you could taste it with me. Gonna have to make your own. Alrighty, that's it. Aunty Barbara's sour cream coffee cake, sugarandstilettos.com on the recipe page. Have a great day. Stay safe, stay healthy, and sane if you can.